Let's find out who is the T-102 SportsNow.com Fanelli, Evans, and Patel Athlete of the Week. This student athlete showed their mettle in competition and put up incredible numbers, just like Fanelli, Evans, and Patel. With over 100 years of combined experience, the attorneys at Fanelli, Evans, and Patel provide results you can count on.
Back with another Fanelli, Evans, and Patel T102 SportsNow.com Athlete of the Week. This week's honor going to Blue Mountain sophomore sprinter Chase Guers. Chase, thanks for joining us today.
Thank you.
So you win all four events last week, the 100, the 400, the 4x4, and the triple jump, in a big win over the rivals Pottsville. In addition to last week's success, you're part of a 4x1 team that just broke your own District 11 record from last year, top 10 all-time in Pennsylvania history. So right off the top, when your parents named you Chase, did they know that you're going to be the fastest man in Blue Mountain history and that people would actually be chasing you?
Dude, for me, I think so. I believe, I believe that I would have done that and all that since I've been raised, been pushed my whole life and being the youngest and all that. So yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it's ironic that your name is Chase. I think that's pretty funny when that other people are the one chasing you. Yeah, your times are unbelievable. And you're what, 15, 16?
Just turned 16.
There you go. So already killing it. I always ask about the mental part of running in a heat and kind of in your head. Are you racing against other people or are you racing against the clock? And which way kind of works better for you?
It depends. When there's obviously, you want a PR every time you step on the track and all that. But also, if it comes down to a meet and you need to win, you always gotta push yourself and you gotta beat the guy next to you to the left or your right, or just always just push yourself. So mainly, it's kind of both. It depends on the situation that you're in during that race and time and what your coaches need from you. So
you don't feel slower when you're running just against the clock. You feel like you could still be fast either way, even if you're doing a time trial.
Oh, 100%. I feel like definitely competition pushes you better, but definitely I feel like I'm pushing myself no matter what. And when you're racing against the clock or against somebody,
Yeah, for sure. I want to talk more about that 4x1. You guys were top 20 at the state meet at SHIP last year. Now even faster going into this season. Sixth fastest time in PA history you posted earlier this year. I think you guys are going to have a real shot down at Shippensburg to be able to make some noise. Has 4x1 kind of become your favorite event at this point, or do you like more of the individual runs?
Oh, 100% the 4x1. It's so much stress and then always exciting when it happens, because you got four guys that you have to trust, three guys you have to trust, and then obviously you have to run your leg. It's just fun having, obviously my brother's on the 4x1, so it's just great passing to him. And also your friends that you've been raised with your whole life, basically running with them and just, trusting them and then trusting to get the baton around and just running a fast time.
Yeah, and you guys are killing it out there, obviously getting a run with your brother. Speaking of that 4x1, I've been told there was a viral Instagram reel of you guys that was posted about a year ago today. 650,000 views it racked up. Has that led to any NIL deals or what's going on for you there with endorsements?
I wish it was NIL, dude. That would be sick. I would love to get some money off that, but it was a joke around Instagram reel made for fun of it, and it popped off, and now I guess we're known for that now, so. It was just a joke around. It was pretty funny, and it just happened. So,
I've been there. I've been there. Want to get in your background as an athlete a little bit. What other sports do you play? What's your favorite? And is there one that stands out for you?
Football, basketball, and track. Obviously, football is fun. You get obviously you're with other guys and just having fun. Really, just swinging the rock around, just playing football. Tackling other people. But obviously track, I would say track's the most mental one where you're always in your head thinking always. I would say track's the hardest one because you're being pushed to practice and all that, I would say.
Yeah, so with the team goals, obviously we covered a lot of your individual stuff. You guys are 3-0, I believe, right now in the division. With this group, what's kind of the team goal and what do you think you guys can do this year?
Definitely win a Schuylkill League title back to back. That'd be great. I feel like we can do that. We got a great group of guys practicing and all that. Obviously, do great at districts, push around districts. Hope to come down with that, but and make some noise at states definitely.
For sure. How does your training change between, I guess, football and track? Obviously, you want to stay in shape. A lot of similarities between the two, but I'm sure there's some differences as well.
Definitely. Football, you're training like endurance. Obviously, you're training endurance for both, but like track, you're like training like all of it. You're like training your start, your acceleration, and your top end. Like it's a lot different. You got to train your endurance and all that. So definitely a lot different. You got to train. Like acceleration is the main one. You got to keep that and all that. Get out fast and then go to your top end. Definitely.
So with your brother heading off to Kutztown in the fall, obviously you got another month or so to be able to run with him. What's that kind of been like as far as you being able to realize, you're a sophomore, so you got 2 more years to go, and seeing him get the Kutztown, and post about it and talk about how he's committed there. Has that kind of affected you in a way where you're now seeing things for yourself in the future, even though you're so young?
Yeah, it definitely pushes me with obviously him going to Kutztown. It makes me want to strive to get better and go somewhere like farther in college, and obviously pursue my education and play sports in the next level and all that.
Yeah, definitely enjoy what you're doing right now because it's going to be a fun next 2 years. Obviously, the rest of the season could be incredible as well with districts and states coming up, and then the next couple football seasons. So we'll have a little bit of fun before you get out of here. Let's do some skook, this or that. Got to start with your name, man. The Gears iced tea or the Gears orange drink?
Iced tea, 100%. Got to go iced tea.
That's the right answer. Believe it or not, some people have said orange drink. I can now say they're wrong because we have a Gears confirming here. Iced tea is the go-to.
You got to stick with the iced tea. It's a classic. It's got to be.
Would you rather be hunting or fishing?
Fishing. I like fishing.
Okay.
Being on a boat and all that. Fishing, 100%.
In the summer, you want to be at a bonfire or a block party?
Oh, bonfire. 100%.
Yeah. And then you're from Orrigsburg, right?
Haven.
Yeah, close enough. We'll call it Orrigsburg. So we'll do an Orrigsburg one since your mom's office is there. Would you rather go DeMayo's or Roman Delight?
Roman Delight.
Okay, there you have it. That is Chase Guers, Blue Mountain sophomore, holds all the top times in the league right now, including that 4x1. Chase, on behalf of everybody from T-102 Sports Now, congratulations on the honor and wishing you the best the rest of your career at Blue Mountain.
Thank you.
Check us out next Wednesday for another T102sportsnow.com Fanelli, Evans, and Patel Athlete of the Week. At Fanelli, Evans, and Patel, get the best when faced with the worst.